Kidneys are important organs of the body. This helps in filtration, water metabolism, it maintains water balance, it maintains blood pressure, it maintains bone growth, it maintains acid base balance, it helps in the production of the blood. So, kidneys are really important organs of the body. Since kidneys are very important, we need to know more about kidney diseases as well. Kidney diseases are prevalent in at least 10 to 12% of general population. That is why kidney diseases are very important, and it is very important for us to know. And the most common causes of kidney failure are uncontrolled diabetes and uncontrolled hypertension. Another important cause for kidney disease is unnecessary medicine intake, unnecessary intake of painkillers, unnecessary intake of over the counter medications. Most commonly, kidney disease occurs because of our own fault. That is, not maintenance of healthy lifestyle, not maintenance of blood pressure properly, not following up with your doctor and having a regular health checkup done. These are an important causes of kidney failure because of ignoring our own health. Kidney failure, that is dysfunction of kidney or reduced function of kidney, are basically, there are two types, that is acute kidney injury and chronic renal failure. Acute kidney injury is something where there is temporary shutdown of the kidneys, and chronic kidney injuries where there is irreversible damage to the kidney. Most common causes of acute kidney injury are infections and unnecessary medicine intake, and something called glomerulonephritis where there is acute kidney injury. But dehydration, simple loose stools and vomiting, if they are ignored and if blood pressure drops, that can cause acute kidney injury. Acute kidney injury is something reversible. Sometimes even there might be requirement of temporary dialysis in a patient of acute kidney injury, but it is a reversible condition. Then there is something called chronic renal failure or chronic kidney disease, which is irreversible. Again, the most common cause of chronic renal failure in India and throughout the world are diabetes and hypertension. Next comes glomerular diseases, and again, unnecessary painkiller intake or NSAID intake. These are the most common causes of chronic renal failure. Next, we need to know what are the symptoms of kidney disease. Unfortunately, most kidney diseases are asymptomatic. That is, we don't have any symptoms at all when we have a kidney disease. So we can get to know whether somebody has kidney disease or not only by regular health checkup and proper health screening done. And next common symptoms are in a patient of kidney disease is swelling of eyelids, swelling of face, swelling of limbs, that is hands and feet. So these are the symptoms of kidney disease. Next, breathlessness. Somebody with kidney disease can have mild breathlessness on exertion. Even slight walking, slight exertion can cause breathlessness. Anorexia, that is not interested to eat anything, not getting hungry at all, losing interest in their routine activities. All this is because of collection of waste products in the body, that is creatinine, urea, uremic toxins, what we call. They lose their hunger, and they are not interested in their routine activities. So that is another important, subtle sign of kidney disease. And blood pressure, abnormal blood pressure, that is even at a very young age or very old age, if somebody has a blood pressure, then we need to screen whether the person has got kidney disease or not. Often it is missed. We just start the medications of blood pressure, but it is important to screen the patient, screen the person for a kidney disease as well, apart from other screening. Why the person has a high blood pressure, that has to be done. Abnormally high blood pressure can be a symptom of a kidney disease. Next, we need to know what are the treatment modalities for these kidney diseases. So basically, treatment modalities for a renal failure, that is whenever there is temporary shutdown or a chronic shutdown, is dialysis. So dialysis, there are again two types, that is hemodialysis and peritoneal dialysis. Then there is something called transplantation. The hemodialysis is something where blood is taken out from the body, filtered through a filter and given back. This is called hemodialysis. This has to be done in the hospital or in center. Patient has to come to the center and then get themselves dialyzed and then go back. Then there is something called peritoneal dialysis. In peritoneal dialysis, abdomen is used as a filter, and where medicine is inserted into the abdomen, that is called peritoneal fluid, and that exchanges our waste products, and that is taken out. It is a continuous process where the patient himself is trained or the family member is trained for dialysis. Then there is something called renal transplantation, where anybody in the family can donate kidney to their loved one who needs a transplantation, and that is very important form of treatment. Of course, they can live a normal life, but they do require regular follow-up and few medications to maintain that kidney.